Every fall, gardeners ask the same question: should I cut back my perennials, or leave them alone? Some people say you should trim everything for a tidy winter garden. Others say, hands off, let nature do its thing. So, what's the truth? Today we're busting the biggest myths about cutting back perennials in fall and showing you exactly which plants to prune now, and which ones are better left standing till spring. Let's clear up the confusion once and for all. Myth number 1. You should cut everything back before winter. This one's a classic, and it's wrong. You do not need to cut everything back just because it's fall. In fact, leaving many plants standing through winter is actually better for your garden's health. Here's why. Dried stems and seed heads provide habitat and food for birds and beneficial insects. The old foliage helps protect roots and crowns from freeze-thaw cycles. And aesthetically, those frosty seed heads look stunning in winter light. So instead of cutting everything down, just focus on removing only what's diseased or messy. Myth number 2. Leaving plants up causes disease. Okay, this one's partly true, and here's where a little strategy comes in. Yes, some plants can harbor disease if left standing, like peonies with powdery mildew or bee balm with rust. Those stems should be cut down and removed from the garden, not composted. But healthy perennials, they're totally fine to leave. The trick is knowing your plants. If you had pest problems this year, clean those plants up. If not, just let them stand proud through winter. Myth number 3. Cutting back helps perennials regrow faster. A lot of gardeners, myself included at one point, believe that cutting perennials down early makes them come back stronger next year. But honestly, that's not how plants work. Perennials actually store energy in their leaves and stems right up until they go fully dormant. So, if you cut too soon, you're literally cutting off their food source. Wait until the foliage naturally yellows or dies back. That's your cue the plant has stored enough energy for next spring. Myth number 4. You should always prune in fall for a clean look. I mean, we all love a tidy garden, but sometimes neatness comes at a cost. Leaving a bit of organized mess, like ornamental grasses, coneflowers, or black-eyed Susans, actually adds texture, provides shelter for pollinators, and reduces erosion. And here's a pro tip. If you prefer a neater look, just trim stems halfway instead of all the way to the ground. That way, you give your garden some structure without stripping away its natural protection. Alright, let's talk about what actually should be cut down this fall. Diseased or pest-infested plants are first on the list. Think peonies, monarda, which is also called bee balm, phlox, and hollyhocks. Mushy or slimy foliage is another culprit, so hostas and daylilies should go, since they tend to rot and attract slugs. And, self-seeding troublemakers like catmint, yarrow, or coreopsis. If you don't want them spreading everywhere, it's best to cut those back too. Just trim these down to a few inches above the soil, then mulch lightly to protect their crowns. Now for the stars of the winter garden, the perennials you shouldn't cut. Leave these standing for beauty and biodiversity. Ornamental grasses like miscanthus and switchgrass really shine in winter. Coneflowers, rudbeckia, and sedum. Their seed heads are perfect for feeding birds. Russian sage and lavender, their woody stems help insulate the plant base, which is super helpful. And don't forget milkweed, since it's essential for overwintering beneficial insects. Go ahead and cut these back, in late winter or early spring, just before new growth starts. Bonus step here. Mulch and label. Once you've pruned what's needed, add a blanket of mulch around your perennials. About 2 to 3 inches of shredded leaves, straw, or compost will protect the roots and prevent soil erosion through winter. Oh, and don't forget to label your plants before everything dies back. You'll thank yourself in spring when you can't remember where anything is. Seriously, it happens to all of us. So, there you have it. The truth about cutting back perennials in fall. Don't stress about perfection. Just focus on removing diseased plants, leave the rest for wildlife, and let your garden do what it does best. Rest and renew. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more seasonal gardening tips, and tell me in the comments, do you cut back in fall or wait until spring? Until next time, happy gardening, and enjoy those cozy fall days.